Hi, this is Eric. Welcome back to the African Homestead. Well, after last week's land dispute and the decision to vacate that piece of property and move over to a different piece of property, that's where I'm standing now. And so I just want to give you, before we do too much work here, I want you to see what it looks like in its kind of virgin form before we start making changes tomorrow. So I just wanted to show you around the new plot of land. Over here where you see my Land Cruiser parked, that's what we call a bush road or a coal road. That's where basically it was just built for people to make charcoal, make biochar, and the trucks can come in and pick it up. And so that's where it's parked. That is what we will use as the entrance to the building site. As you can see, one of my friends has started helping clear a little bit. I needed a place to park off the road so I didn't block it. So we're just clearing a little bit. But this is the entrance to the property, and where the house is going to sit, it's going to be probably a couple hundred feet in from where the car is. And so this direction is north, and so the property will extend about 750 feet past where I'm standing. And then this is going to the east. You can see we have some mature trees. I'm going to do everything I can to preserve those. Basically, we're going to come in and clear all the vegetation up until the edge of that grove, and then when we get the house built for the solar panels, basically just very selectively cut, so the early morning sun will be able to cut right in between the trees, but want to try to preserve them as much as possible to help shade the property and provide some wind protection during storms. As we go this direction, this is to the south, and I'm standing basically on the hilltop, and so where you see the palm tree over there is where the land starts sloping down, and the other edge of the property will be about 750 feet that direction, and it slopes very gently all the way down to a valley, and I'll get you a little bit better shot of that in a little bit. And then we face to the west, and in the distance there's some mature trees, but this is pretty level going this direction. And so we're just going to be coming, basically I'm standing right in the middle of the building site, I think. I'm not really going to decide where all the buildings and houses are going to sit until we get all this low bush cleared and we can get a really good lay of the land to see where the level parts are and where the slopes are and things like that. But this is our starting point. Where I'm standing now is on the southern edge of the building site, and so this will most likely be about where the back porch of our house will be. I'm going to hurry up here because I can hear the rain in the background over there, basically where the tree line is. I can hear it coming this way, so I'm going to hurry up. But basically this will be kind of my backyard. We're going to clear the vegetation here, install swales, start planting a variety of things to improve the soil, immediately try to get some beneficial ground cover in. You can see in the distance some really nice hills. There is my own personal patch of bamboo, and so we'll be able to use that in construction projects. But as you can see, since this is to the south, this is where the primary wind, the breeze, is coming from this direction. And so the long side of the house will overlook this little valley, and that will provide us with good breeze coming through the house. and it's actually very beautiful. And so once we get this vegetation cleared, we'll be able to have a great view. So as I pointed out before, the trees behind me, beyond them is the main car road, and I'll insert a shot of that road here, but basically it's just a dirt road that runs between two towns, and it's not going to be a ton of traffic on it, so I don't have to worry about noise. It's basically just, you know, some motorcycles that run as taxis between the towns, and the occasional coal truck that comes in to pick up charcoal. Other than that, there's not going to be a lot of traffic on this road. Should be pretty nice and quiet. And the other nice thing is that with this property located, I don't have to cross a creek to get in here. The coal road coming in is pretty clear. We'll have to widen it a little bit to be able to bring the shipping container in. The main road is relatively good condition, and so we're not going to have to worry about, you know, getting stuck in mud holes and things like that. So all in all, and even I'm looking at the soil here, since it was farmed a few years ago and now has grown up in vegetation, you know, Mother Nature, you know, as God's creation works, is restorative, and so it's already started recovering. So when you dig down into the soil here, it's nice and black. It looks rich. You know, the weeds are growing up here, doing their job, penetrating the soil, bringing the nutrients out, dying back, leaving nutrients on the surface. All of this is in a process of restoration, and so, you know, I want to work along with nature, work along with God's creation to let this process continue to restore the land, and then, you know, in the end, it's going to provide us with better food. It's going to provide us with, you know, fruit, vegetables, root crops, nut crops, all of those things as part of, you know, working hand in hand with how God designed creation, not against it. So I'm going to try to wrap this video up real quick before the rain gets here, but that's it. That's the first quick view of, God willing, really hope this is the place we're going to build. There shouldn't be any problems here. Nobody has planted a palm plantation. Nobody has planted a rubber tree plantation. Nobody has any permanent structures here. It's just abandoned farmland that had been brushed a few years ago. They've been cut down a few years ago. Now it's just you know, low vegetation. That people have come before me have done a lot of the work of removing the trees, and so it's going to be relatively easy to get this ground cleared. So I'm right here on the edge of the rain, so I'm going to have to say goodbye, but thank you for coming along, and I look forward to the videos that are coming up, and hope you join me. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.